get my outfit together. I think I'm gonna go eat me some red lobster. I ain't never been arrested. Never went to jail in my life.
The child support court is 1,000-0. Like, they have not taken a loss this year. Guys, at this point, I just feel like this is highway robbery. Because if we're being real, $10,000 a month, which is pretty much a $100K salary, is people support and not child support. What child needs $10,000 a month?
You said it's $100,000 salary, more like $140,000 salary, because child support is tax-free.
Did not think about that.
I think somehow she got to move to California. I don't know if she always lived there, but I think he lives in Atlanta. But she wanted to...
She is an expert finesser. Yeah. She's got game. Like, she is an expert finesser.
I mean, I'm sure she sweet talked her way into his...
Yeah, I mean, and I don't think it would be that hard, because I feel like Tyrese is a very emotional guy, which isn't bad, because listen, he's an actor.
I mean, he's crying every other second online.
He is. He's an actor, he's a singer, so to some degree, you have to be emotional. So I'm not going to knock him for being emotional, but I will knock him for being emotional, like, online. Like, you don't got to be crying like that.
Oh, I know. He's...
My baby!
I've been away from my baby for 2 months. I just want my baby. And no one's listening because no one's in the courtroom. I'm not doing anything illegal. Don't take my baby. I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me?
Did you see like his audition tape for was it Django?
No.
It's hilarious.
Oh, I gotta watch that. Why is it hilarious? He was crying?
It's just an experience by itself. You gotta go watch it.
Oh man.
No!
Was he auditioning for the lead role?
Yeah, I think like he's auditioned for Jamie Foxx's role.
I can't even imagine Tyrese in that role. I don't know, but that's besides the point. They need to have like some kind of scale. So I think the way they base it in California for child support is off a percentage of your income or something like that. So obviously, the more you make, the higher that percentage is going to be. Yeah, that number. But at some point, you might have to adjust it.
Yeah, I mean,
10%. Sorry, 10% of $60K a year is way different than 10% of $6 million a year.
I mean, they're essentially giving people jobs.
Right.
Like you're paying them a salary because you just made. Like I don't agree with it because I know the main basis is like it's bad for the kid's mindset if they see that one half the family is like rich and the other half is poor. I'm like, that's life.
Yeah.
Like your dad is a superstar. Your mom works at the grocery store.
Right.
No diss against the people who work at a grocery store, but like they shouldn't have the same kind of lifestyle. Like,
right.
Your kid seeing your mom or his mom scam his dad is healthy. Like, no, that's not healthy at all either. So
I think that is wrong that she's trying to get her alimony via child support.
I mean, I'll be honest. I think the whole marriage is a scam.
I think so too.
I think honestly, like a real judge should look at it, and it's clear to see that like she had no intent. She just wanted to get money, and I think it should be illegal because I think it's really unfair. Because a lot of these celebrities are really looking for love, and you have people that are really just trying to scam them and get money for child support, get money for alimony that they haven't earned. So I mean, I think it's all the way terrible. I think this is a crime.
He said that he has a prenuptial agreement, and in the prenup, everything that was spelled out was enough for her, and that she shouldn't need the extra money she's asking for. We haven't seen a prenup, obviously, so we don't know. But man, California just kills me. Thankfully, he wasn't with her for 10 years or more, because then I think in California that's like lifetime alimony, which is crazy to me. But Tyrese, man, you got to still hold an L because you got to be smarter than that. I mean, he did get a prenup, to his credit.
Yeah.
So I guess he did what he had to do.
But I mean, I feel like for the average person, prenups probably work because they don't have that much. But for like a celebrity, I feel like prenups don't even work. I wouldn't get married if I was a celebrity. I'm just being real. Because I have yet to see it come out and it be like a clean marriage. Every time I see like a celebrity divorce, it's always messy. It's always messy. It's always some BS. And it's always just drawn out. It seems like these divorce cases last like 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And maybe it's just that we're hearing about, you know how it is.
Yeah.
It's the Reddit effect. Or no, not the Reddit.
The Reddit effect? I've never heard of that. Reddit effect?
I made it up, but I didn't mean to say Reddit. I'm talking about the place you leave reviews for like food or whatever, where everyone leaves the bad comments. They don't say the good comments.
Yelp review. So it's like we see all these celebrity stories about people getting taken to the cleaners. It's not always men. Look at Kelly Clarkson. Look at Mary J. Blige. Adele got taken
to the
cleaners.
So it's not always the men that get taken to the cleaners. But
it's just normally the men. Like, it
I
take it to the
mean,
cleaners.
90% of the time it is, but 90% of the time it's because this is a whole nother topic. But obviously, most of the time, women are going to marry up. Men don't necessarily do that, so they're going to look at the person that has the most money, and they're the person that gets the biggest.
Or a lot of times the dudes are just dumb, if we're just being honest, because a lot of the women that make money, they're quick to be like prenup, and a lot of the guys are kind of like, I don't know, I really love her.
Yeah, but you just said you don't think prenups really work, so they have some work. I mean, they work sometimes because the women, you're right, they are more likely to get a prenup.
Yeah.
The ones that have the money.
Yeah.
Where the men are more likely to follow their heart and be like, oh, it'll work out. And not trying to be doom and gloom and say it won't, but.
Yeah, I mean, it don't work out.
Oh, by the way, do you believe what he's saying? So he's saying that he doesn't have as much money as they think he has. And they did not look at his bank statements, but rather assumed or looked at his movie credits. Do you think so? Or.
Yeah, because I think a lot of times, because I've heard this multiple times, like you even see this in a lot of like biopic movies, that a lot of celebrities don't have as much money as you think that they have. Like a lot of times it's all smoke and mirrors. A lot of times what you see, like, listen, he makes good money, but it might not be crazy money that they're thinking. Like,
yeah, and a lot of times like their money is not liquid, so they'll have a lot of homes that they own in different places, or maybe they have it in like other illiquid assets. But they don't have the cash. So he doesn't have the cash each month to pay for that child support. Not to mention, a lot of these, he's an actor, right? So it's almost like, I think Michael B said this. He used to be afraid to be an actor because every time a movie role ended, he was unemployed again.
yeah.
So he was like, he had to go find the next role. So, but Tyrese has been making money for a while. But again, like you said, we don't really know how much she's making, how much he's entitled to. Is he getting, you know what I mean? So we don't know.
Yeah, and just because you're in a movie, that doesn't mean you get what every actor gets.
Right.
So, I mean, I know that he's a big part of the Fast and Furious franchise, but who says he gets the same amount as Vin Diesel?
There's no way.
No one knows. Or The Rock, we don't know. They're just saying that, like, okay, you're attached to this big franchise, so we're expecting you're making big franchise money.
Right. Not to mention, we don't know what kind of lifestyles these people live. Like, they have a lot of expenses. That's the one thing, too. You might make a lot. You can be, you've all heard this, I'm sure. You might make $1 million a year, but if you spend $999,000 a year, you're going to be broke. So, you don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and you think about they're taking care of their families.
That, too.
So, they're taking care of their families. There's probably multiple organizations that they run. Taxes eats up a whole lot. So, if you live in California, you are getting taxed to death.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
California,
they might have to ask the IRS about the other amount that they think he's making. All right, guys. So, ultimately, I'm going to say it's a bad decision all around. Bad decision for Tyrese, of course. Bad decision for the child support court.
If Tyrese was following his lawyers or his attorney's instructions and just didn't happen to work out, good decision for Tyrese for, trying to fight back against the system, so to speak. But everything else is a bad decision. Bad decision for how he chose the woman he got with. Bad decision for the court and the way the system's set up. Bad decision for taking him to jail. Yeah. Now.
All right, decision makers. If you think Tyrese made a good decision, leave a like, leave a comment. If you think Tyrese made a bad decision and he married the worst woman, leave a like, leave a comment. All right, decision makers, don't get divorced.